Waldo is now live streaming Just Chatting de Niro and Deliberation. Where's Waldo? Hike ABP. Gamble 100. At KBP 24 dice roll result 2 you lost the bet. ZOMG no. Getting started soon. If you have any links to cool stories, toss them into the Discord. Discord. https discord gg beignet tridix 8. Or into the Discord. What do what you want. Thank you for the follow at Fox Warrior Gaming 4. You very welcome for the follow. Welcome to the Kick Family www stream. Love giving love to other streamers. Keep up the good work www. Oh, thanks.
Oh, hi. Hello. How you doing? My name is Waldo, and I am here to feel the politics with you. How's it going? How is everybody tonight? I got a one hair sticking up. That's weird. Um, I'm good. It was rainy all day. Yeah, I got some hail earlier today, and I was worried. I was like, oh no, what if this hail and this heavy rain continues, and then you can hear it through the microphone and stuff like that. But then I made a couple of calls. I told a few people, hey, I need it to quit raining. I called up HARP. I called up my friends at the Deep State, and I told them, hey, listen, I got a stream. I need the rain to stop, and it did. No, I won't do that for you. No, I can't help you out, but I can help me out. That's how it works. If you're cool like me, you can talk to Harp and talk to the Deep State, get your rain canceled. That's what I did. That's what you should do if you ever have any issues. I don't know about you, but I sometimes need it to stop or I need it to start raining or something along those lines. So I just call up the Deep State, tell them what I'm feeling, tell them what I spend my Soros bucks. That's what those Soros bucks are for. Just in case you didn't know, that's what we do with them. I come on the internet, I talk about how much you should vote for Joe Biden, and then I get the Soros bucks, and then I use those Soros bucks. I turn those in to turn the rain off when I need it turned off. I don't know why no more people don't do this. Follow me for more financial advice. Stop by my YouTube channel, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe and a follow so that you too can get more financial advice. Man, I wonder if I could put like an entire comedy segment. KBP, do you want to write a comedy segment with me for about how to spend our Soros bucks? We'll put out a video every month or something like that on YouTube and be like, here's what we spend our Soros bucks on. Uh, and, and we'll make an entire alternate
Can
history.
do.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. Like, what if we just like I don't know, do something funny and silly and tell everybody how we spend our Soros bucks. I don't know, maybe. Um, if you want to see how I spend my Soros bucks, you can do so on the YouTube page. Oh, if I spell it right.
YouTube. https www.youtubecom at Waldavideos.
Feel free to go over there, look at all the videos, press the thumbs up, press the likes, press the subscribe, and you too can watch all the old stuff. Or if you want to hop into chat, tell us how you're feeling, tell us what you're thinking about the current politics. Hit us with your hot takes. The lovely lady Canuch will read it out loud to you, unless I'm talking and I turn her off. And then, if you want to send links to me so that we can feel these stories together, you can do so
Discord. https discord gg benyatritix 8.
in the Discord. Go there, send links, and we will follow those stories up. Much like this first one, this was sent to me by Shinsinto. He sent me a link to the very famous and uh, very exciting De Niro story that we'll talk about first tonight, and we'll look at that. We'll look at De Niro. We'll check the Trump deliberations and all that fun stuff. Got a couple of silly, funny clips to show you tonight, and then we'll play a video game and maybe drink a beer, and that'll be our night. It's a Wednesday. Um, let's get started. Right there. Robert De Niro calls Trump a clown. Outside trial in Biden campaign message. I've been saying Trump's a clown for a very long time. He is a clown. I mean, and I mean that quite like literally. Like Donald Trump has crazy colored hair like a clown. It's a weird shape like a clown. Trump has a painted face like a clown. Trump's clothes don't fit like a clown. Trump stands on stage to cheering crowds and tells jokes and loves the interaction he gets from them. He feeds off the crowd like a clown. I mean, quite literally, we had a clown president. He has a painted face and crazy hair. And it just, he's a clown. And I don't mean that in an insulting way. I mean that in the quite literal way. Literally, a clown. Actually, trying to make people laugh. Uh, I don't get it.
I am imagining the Joker movie.
Yeah, the Joker movie. We had our Joker president. We had a Joker president. It was Donald Trump, and it was bad, and it's going to get worse next time. Let's hear what Mr. De Niro has to say. Right, here we go.
I owe the city a lot. And that's why it's so weird that Donald Trump is just across the street. Because he doesn't belong in my city. I don't know where he belongs, but he certainly doesn't belong here. Somehow he even got self-styled patriots to support a man who called for terminating the Constitution and on January 6th rallied an angry mob to threaten democracy, leaving death and destruction in its wake. That's why I needed to be involved and wanted to be involved in the new Biden-Harris ad, because it shows the violence of Trump and reminds us that he'll use violence against anyone who stands in the way of his megalomania and greed. When Trump ran in 2016, it was like a joke. This buffoon running for president. No, never could happen. We'd forgotten the lessons of history that showed us other clowns who weren't taken seriously until they became vicious dictators. With Trump, we have a second chance. And no one is laughing now. This is the time to stop him by voting him out once and for all. We don't want to wake up after the election saying, what, again?
Again?
My God, what the hell have we done? We can't have that happen again. If he gets in, I can tell you right now, he will never leave. He will never leave. You know that. He will never leave.
He didn't want to leave last time.
What does that mean? Is that the country we want to live in? Do we want him running this country and saying, I'm not leaving, I'm dictator for life?
All right, so Robert De Niro went to the courthouse, and you can probably already imagine what the right wing is saying. I know what they're going to say. They're going to say, hey, good job, Robert De Niro, using your free speech and coming out there and telling us how you feel and telling us what you think and using that First Amendment in the way that you feel necessary. I'm kidding, I'm joking. That's not what they said. They hate it because he's using his free speech wrong. They're upset at him for doing the thing that they've been doing for the past couple of weeks. So let's look at what they had to say about it. Here is Fox News crazy people complaining about De Niro. Here we go.
He sent the campaign to do a speech across the street from the jury trial. And I actually think that will probably be, it could be that they could file a lawsuit about that, because I think that it is against the law and against the rights of a defendant and the former president, and that it's tampering with the jury. I would say that's my opinion.
They're tampering with the jury. Maybe have you looked at your own side? Have you looked at these clowns? Look at these guys. Literally, the Speaker of the House, third in line for the presidency, is at this trial talking about how it shouldn't be going on. If I put the damn photo up there. Third in line, Speaker of the House, is here telling you that the trial shouldn't be going on, talking about how it shouldn't have happened and that there was no crime. Vivek Ramaswamy wants to be vice president. Absolutely on board for the Trump campaign, wants to be a part of it, wants to be involved with it, is there talking about how it is a incorrect trial and he slanders and maybe even goes around the gag order to help Donald Trump get his message out. And this is allowed. But Robert De Niro isn't, you see. You're right. He targeted the judge's daughter and doxed potential jurors. That's okay, Shinsinto. You see the difference is that when you do bad things to help Donald Trump, that's allowed. But if you do legal things like speaking and talking and discussing things rationally to help Joe Biden, that's political and not allowed. You see how the Republicans have this organized. You are allowed to go to that courthouse and give a stump speech for Donald Trump. That's just your First Amendment. You are not allowed, however, to go to the courthouse, give a stump speech for Joe Biden. That is illegal, and it ought to be sued, and it cannot be allowed. The right wing, as usual, doesn't care about your rights. They don't care about the First Amendment. They care about their First Amendment. They don't care about the First Amendment largely for everyone, encompassing all of us. No, 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 no. Not important. Nobody cares. Liberal cuck bullshit. They care about their First Amendment. Their First Amendment is the one that matters. That's what's important. They need to be allowed to say whatever they want, even if it's a lie, to defend Donald Trump. If you tell true things about Donald Trump that harm him, you're just being fucking political. This is how their brain works. This is how they think. This is why I keep talking about them and pointing at them and reading what they have to say, and it's insane. The right wing does not want you to say things they don't like. That's the end of it. That's their entire First Amendment is Republicans get to say what Republicans want, and if you disagree with them, you get shut down, you get canceled, you get turned off, you are not allowed, you get sued. Out. Political speech is what that they think that's the political speech. Everything they agree with is right, proper, and common sense, and everything they disagree with is political. And then they complain about you being political and politicizing everything. Christ Almighty, dude! Like this is insane. This photo is allowed, and this is fine and normal and great. And this lady's upset that Robert De Niro went there and said some words. Like De Niro says some words that needs to be sued. These people go there and say words. It's heroic and great and awesome, and they should all be saluted and respected. You have no ethics, Fox News. Dana Perino, you have no idea what you're talking about. And it drives me crazy. So the what else was I thinking about this? It just goes around and around and around. I put out the what's it called, the short in the video the other day, and I put out that one about Lindsey Graham this morning, and it's doing some good numbers. I'm getting some a couple of views on that one about Lindsey Graham that I put out today. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty good. And I saw another tweet that was exactly like it today. I didn't bring it up or put it onto the screen, but I scrolled right past it. But it was exactly the same thing. It was some Republican guy saying, "Hey, if you leave us alone, we'll leave you alone." And it's just never true. It's never been true. It's not how they operate, and they never have. I don't know how Perino can look at those guys going there and saying, "That's great. I love it when Vivek goes there, but I hate it when De Niro goes there." Doesn't make any sense. How does her brain get so warped? I, and I, is she intentionally dishonest? I don't think so. I think that they're just brain rotten. They don't think that they're being political. Vivek Ramaswamy going to that trial was not a political stance, according to her. Wasn't a political thing that he went there and talked shit about the judge and talked shit about the judge's daughter and talked shit about people involved with the trial and talk shit about the witnesses and read Donald Trump's script. That's not political. In her mind, that's not political. Money and maybe huffing your own farts, maybe. Maybe I think the huffing their own farts might be more likely. And the money thing, I don't know. She could say anything for money, but why? I don't know. I don't get it. Let's see. So the breaking news. Let's keep on this Trump train. Trump is panicking. Trump hilariously melts down as hush money jury convenes. So this was earlier today. Let's put on our Trump voice. The greatest case I've ever been seen for reliance on counsel, and Judge Merchan will not, for whatever reason, let me use that as defense. In this rigged trial, another term, advice of counsel defense. Donald Trump does not know what this means. Popog, I don't know if you're in chat right now, but Donald Trump does not know what advice of counsel defense means. The advice of counsel defense negates the element of criminal fraud when the advice stems from reasonable reliance. Donald Trump does not know what any of these words mean. He doesn't know what these words mean. He doesn't know. He's not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. I've only pretended to be one to get out of speeding tickets. But reasonable reliance is lawyer talk. On the advice of a person's legal counsel, openly lambasting his own defense suggests there's a bit more panic going on behind the scenes that Trump is letting on. But it's not as if his defense strategy would have come as a surprise to them. Trump's legal team indicated in March that they would not invoke advice of counsel defense. So in March, they said, no, we're not going to use that in his defense. Today, as the jury is deciding whether or not he's guilty, he's screaming that the judge wouldn't allow him to invoke advice of counsel defense. And that's a fucking lie, because all he does is lie. He's the greatest case I've ever seen for the counsel of marriages will not, for whatever reason, let me use that as a defense in this rigged trial. Your defense lawyers decided in March not to use it. So this is just another lie, and he will never stop lying about this case. The lies will never stop. I don't care what the outcome is. Years from now, he will continue to say that he wasn't allowed to do this, and he wasn't allowed to do that, and he wasn't allowed to bring this person, though he was. And he wasn't allowed to testify. He was allowed. His defense chose not to do it. That doesn't mean it's not allowed, man. You're a liar. And it drives me up the damn wall. Why does he just get to create his own little Twitter clone and spit lies all day and then get half the vote? I don't get it. Why would you vote for blatant, obvious, complete, total liar who just lies all day about things that can be proven to be false? His defense didn't want to invoke this thing back in March. He now says the judge didn't allow it. Nonsense. Just like he's complaining today about the judge wouldn't let him call witnesses. The defense can call witnesses. They had the ability to call witnesses. And then he cried about it today. We could have had these witnesses. They would have gotten cleared out the entire case, but we weren't allowed to call them. Yes, you were. You absolute liar. You were allowed to call witnesses. The defense did call witnesses. They didn't call the ones you're talking about because it wouldn't have worked. He lives within reality, but then filters it through his diseased brain and spits it out onto this True Social network. And then his fans lap it up, love it, and think that it's reality. And I think that's disturbing. That's frightening. That is dangerous for our society to have two completely different realities happening at the same time. There is the real reality. Then there's the reality that these people are experiencing through Donald Trump's interpretation of it. And that makes them distrust the other reality because it clashes. It really does. They think that this is a problem. They think that this is an obvious kangaroo court and clearly unconstitutional and illegal. Everything that's happening here, they get that from him. They get that from Trump. They are fed that from Trump. And then they regurgitate it and they re-talk about it and they talk about it and they think it's just nonsense. They're living on a different planet. Because people he's talking to don't know or care what actually happened. Yeah, they want their hate and grievance porn. Right. They are living on a different wavelength of reality. The sky's a different color. Donald Trump won the 2020 election. It was stolen from him. He's never committed anything wrong. He's a good Christian. He's a good Christian who's never made a mistake. And this is just Biden, the Russian fascist socialist, out to get them and harm them and steal from them. While Trump will never do anything like that. And this is a belief system. This is a cult of personality. This is a mode of thinking that does not connect to reality. And I think that that's dangerous to have so many true believers running around our country. They are outside reality. How far apart does reality and the Trump voter have to get before something snaps and breaks and goes wrong? Jan 6 is a very good example of that. They were told he won, Biden cheated, and they needed to do something about it. So they did. That will happen again. The longer Donald Trump is on the main stage, the longer he's in charge, the further these people will get from reality. And it won't end politely. It won't end nicely. I really don't think it will. I mean, if he eventually gets held responsible and ages out and gets old and slowly walks off the stage. They'll talk about how great he was, and they'll move on with their lives. Maybe that could end quietly, could end with a whimper. But if he gets his guilty plea and he loses, then I think it's going to end with a bang, not a whimper. Um, so let's keep going. What else we got? I think. Oh, because the jurors are deliberating today. Very exciting. Deliberation. They are deliberating. Um, see, it's right there in the word, folks. They're deliberating Donald Trump. They're taking his liberty away. Deliberation. Um, so they're taking his liberty away. That's obvious. Uh, so they're deliberating today. I did see one very old man on the news tell me that they should be done by Friday. He thinks that they were going to be done by Friday. I think it was uh, Santa Claus himself. Let me find this photo. Come on, Google. Mm, yeah, here we go. Santa Claus. No, wait, come back, Santa Claus. Santa Claus here predicted that the guilty verdict in Trump hush money trial, and it'll happen on Friday. So according to uh, Santa Claus here, he has suggested that Donald Trump will be found guilty on Friday. So that's fun. Whimper and a bang sounds like an autobiography I heard of recently. Yeah, yeah. Um, so I'm expecting. So maybe Friday we have a verdict and it'll be guilty. That's what Santa Claus uh, attorney at law said there a minute ago. So what is today? Today's Wednesday. It's Wednesday night. They're going to deliberate on Thursday and then Friday, and then probably have a verdict for us on Friday afternoon. I'll cover it on Saturday, and we'll watch uh, the next Civil War, the next World War III. Will be possibly Saturday. So clear your schedule. Make sure you are set properly for the next World War III, which will happen this coming Saturday, possibly. Because if they give us a guilty verdict, then it's going to be World War III, and it's going to be a mess. It's going to be the latest World War III, another World War III. I know we have had a lot of them, but uh, use his class feature to get infinite rerolls. Yes, he will. That's fine. He will use his class feature to get infinite rerolls. That is a later on down the line kind of thing. He'll be found guilty. They'll schedule a sentencing hearing, which will be in 2 or 3 weeks. Honestly, maybe it'll be Monday, but I doubt it. I bet it's 2 weeks. Then uh, we will have a World War III over the weekend. Everybody will go nuts. There'll be people in the street and bedlam, chaos in World War III. And if he's found not guilty, then we will have to have people in the street, bedlam and craziness, and riots and protests, and it'll be World War III if he's found not guilty. And so prepare for that too. So have your food buckets full, your World War III provisions ready to go. Get your ammo and your food buckets, and have those things ready to roll for this weekend as we get another World War III, and that one will probably only be a weekend, um, because then Monday everybody will come back and say, hey, even though he's guilty, I mean, he's going to appeal it. He gets his infinite rerolls, uh, and he will reroll, and his lawyers will guarantee to appeal, and then that appeal will be a couple of months away. Honestly, I doubt it'll get here before the election. That's unlikely that they do that before then. So maybe not. And if Biden's not a wimp, he will refer to Donald Trump as the felon. He will call him uh, uh, guilty of felonies, Donald Trump. He'll throw that in there in the debates and in the arguments and stuff like that, and it'll be fun. But he is kind of a wimp, so I expect him not to do so. The people on the news might do it. I'll do it. Convicted felon, Donald Trump. It'll be fun. Remember, kids, don't get your food buckets and your poop buckets mixed up. Might not have enough time to order more. Yeah, exactly. You got to put the food buckets on one side of the bunker. Then as they empty, You put them in the middle to poop in them, then you put them to the other side once they're full of poop. This is very basic bunker living. Basic bunker living. Maybe you could turn that into a show if there's not already one. Uh, Basic bunker living with Waldo. Welcome down to my basement, where we got all our food buckets over on this side and our poop buckets on the other. It'll be a good time. Uh, Join me, won't you, in my basement bunker. Uh, so yeah, World War III this weekend. Clear your schedules. Make sure you're ready. Make sure you're prepped, and you've got everything you need for the latest World War III before the next one. What is next? We've got. Let's look at this one. Oh, we did that one. Okay. Let's look at this one then. Ken Burns. If you don't know who Ken Burns is, he's a very boring documentarian. He makes documentaries. They're very good. They're a little slow and dry because they're entirely history. Ken Burns is very famous for making documentaries, and even he is like, man, we can't let this Trump guy win. He's very coy about it, but it's what he's saying. Documentary filmmaker Ken Burns' rare warning during a commencement speech about former President Donald Trump sparked outrage from supporters of Trump's Make America Great Again movement this weekend. Of course it did. That's all they do is outrage. Trump and President Biden became the 24, blah, blah, blah. Last Sunday, Burns, known for documenting American history and culture, gave a commencement speech at Brandeis University's 73rd commencement ceremony, in which he addressed the 24 election and warned against a second Trump term. In the speech, Burns, who has mainly viewed as being politically neutral, he's been politically neutral for a very long time, before he commented on the upcoming presidential election, stated that there is no real choice this November, adding a warning against a second Trump term. Brings me to a moment I've dreaded and forces me to suspend my long-standing attempt at neutrality. He's abandoning his neutrality because it's damned important. There is no real choice this November. There is only the perpetuation, however flawed and feeble you might perceive it, of our fragile 249-year-old experiment, or the entropy that will engulf and destroy us if we take the other route. That's a very complicated sentence, and he is he's a much better writer than I would be. And he's saying we can continue with our country, or we can let it be destroyed. We can continue with America, or we can destroy it. If you vote for Donald Trump, you will destroy it. But now he's a CIA operative, right? So why is this important? Maybe, maybe not. He is a historian. He has read all the history. He knows all the old facts. He knows what happened in the Vietnam War. He knows what happened in the Civil War. He knows what happened in the World War II. And he thinks shouldn't vote for Donald Trump. Right? We won't retcon him as an operative his entire life. Yeah, well, that's fine. If Donald Trump loses, they'll retcon him as a CIA operative. He is neutral and has been neutral for a very long time, and now he's coming out saying, "Man, neutrality ain't the play here. We've got to not vote for this Trump guy." And he's funded by Soros. Yeah, that's right. He's funded by Soros, folks, to make those World War II documentaries. And then everybody gets mad at him. And this isn't an important part, but I wanted to look at this one. His commencement speech at Brandeis is a disgrace. He could have booked a venue and given an anti-Trump speech at a vast array of private venues. He shouldn't be pumping the Brandeis students full of his political views. So that's a conservative person being upset that a commencement speech had political stuff in it. Yet when a football kicker who's on the team with Taylor's boyfriend goes on a commencement speech and puts a bunch of political stuff in it, the right wing cheers for him. Which is it? Are you allowed to do political speeches in your campaign? Are you allowed to do political stuff in your commencement speeches or not? Because you can't have it both ways. You can't sing the praises of that kicker who did it and was entirely political in his commencement speech, and then complain when a historian, a literal historian, says, "Hey, let's not destroy the country by voting for that guy." He didn't even mention his name, but that's still too political for them. And that again gets to the point that I've been making for weeks and months and years. They don't know they're political. When a kicker makes a pro right wing stance, that's just common sense. That's just normal. That's everyday nothing. When a historian says something slightly left of center, it's fucking political and we need to cancel him. They don't know what the word political means. They don't know what the sides are. They just know that they hate the liberal side. Let's see. What do we got? Trump reveals chilling new details in his mass deportation plans. Donald Trump has a plan for the police in his proposed crackdown of immigration. Dun dun dun. He's gonna immigrate all the people. Actually, he's gonna de-immigrate all the people. Um, All right, podcaster and beanie enthusiast Tim Pool interviewed Trump. I watched it. It's not that interesting because the Libertarian National Convention is nothing but a fever dream. Asking him, I know that you've said there's going to be the largest deportation effort in your next term. How do we do it? Trump rambled, as he does, about the estimated 15 to 17 million people he wants to deport. 15 to 17 million people gone from your country. It's insane. That's never going to happen. It's literally impossible. Uh, He called them murderers, drug dealers, and coming from mental institutions again because he doesn't care about what's true and what's real. Doesn't matter. He'll just say whatever he wants. Uh, it it will really be done with local police. The local police are going to do this. Um, how are the local police going to round up 17 million people and deport them? He has no plan for this. He has no idea how he would accomplish this. It doesn't make any sense, and it's not going to it's not going to happen. He kind of guaranteed a giant wall that's 10 feet taller. Mexico would pay for it. None of that happened either. I know this is often a defense that Thomas gives me when I say, hey, he said a crazy thing again. And Thomas is like, no, he doesn't really mean it. Or he can't do that. And you know he can't do that. I know he can't do this. I know he can't deport 17 million people. But why is he saying it? Why is he trying? Why is he telling his fans he's going to? Because that's what they want. That's what they want to hear. This is the blood sports that they want to hear. This is the meat and potatoes that they want. Kick 17 million people out of our country so that we can live better lives. It won't make them live better lives. They don't know that. They're stupid. They don't. Even if it made their lives worse, they'd still cheer for it because they just don't like those people. And they don't belong here. They don't deserve to be here in their minds. They're xenophobic and they don't want those people to be there. So, he can't do it. I know he can't do it. You know he can't do it, but he's going to keep promising it and he's going to win elections because he might win by promising all the dumb people the things that he knows he can't do. And that drives me nuts. That makes me feel crazy that you would hear Donald Trump say a thing that is clearly impossible and then be so on board for it and love it and think, man, this is great. I cannot wait for that to happen without literally thinking about how it will happen. And if you think about how it will happen, you'll realize that it can't. He's promised to make pigs fly because they'll poop on all the liberals. Like, that's what he'll do. Donald Trump promises to make pigs fly because they'll poop on liberals. That he'd get more votes. A couple of people on the left would vote for him for that one. But we know it can't happen. And, ooh, look at that. Who's that? That's Elon Musk. Let me put it in the center of the screen. Here we go. I was complaining about Peter Thiel the other day, and somebody asked me, well, what do you talk about that Peter Thiel guy? Well, he's a piece of shit, and here's why. So, Elon Musk and Peter Thiel's war on democracy. This one makes me sad. The two oligarchs share an agenda that goes well beyond securing tax cuts and regulatory rollbacks. It's worse than that. Since January, Musk has posted about Biden at least 7 times a month, attacking the president for everything from his age to his policies on immigration and health. Last month, uh, Musk posted on X that Biden obviously barely knows what's going on, and he just has a tragic front for the far left political machine. Is that a good Musk voice? You guys let me know if this is a good Musk voice. Let me try it again. He's just a tragic front for the far left political machine. I don't do a very good Musk voice. I don't think I can. Let me think about it for a minute. So far this year, Musk has posted more than 20 times in favor of Trump, arguing that he's the victim of media and prosecutorial bias and that the criminal cases in Trump faces. This is no small matter. Musk has 184 million followers on X, and because he owns the platform, he's able to manipulate the algorithm to maximize the number of people who see his posts. Right-wing people yell at me about how the Dems own all the media. They don't. Yet they totally love it when Elon Musk owns the most powerful communication tool the human race has ever created, and he's blatantly one-sided. He absolutely wants Donald Trump to win so that he can make more money. And he owns the biggest, most powerful communication tool ever invented. This is the kind of shit they write 1984 novels about. This is what the hell 1984 was talking about. This kind of shit, where the people who own the means of communication are telling you what's true and telling you what's right. This is the thing. This is dystopian shit. But the right wing loves it. The Trump fans absolutely on board for dystopian shit because it agrees with them. They've been taught that this is the way to go, and it makes Waldo mad. It makes Waldo sad, and they love it. Spite is the only feeling they have left. Spite is the only feeling they have left. It spites Waldo. It spites all the libs. It spites all the people on the left. It spites all the blue-haired feminazis. It spites all the wokies. It spites all the gender abolitionists. It spites them. If you allow Elon Musk to be a raging right-wing hypocrite on the largest, most powerful communication tool in the world. It's dystopian. It really is. We have come to the points where we are in a novel about the dystopian future. That's where we are now. And Elon Musk is just going to continue to spout nonsense and lies and spread it to millions upon millions upon millions of people. And it's going to be fine. There's nothing we can do about it because he owns the damn thing, which is why we shouldn't let people own things like this. Twitter shouldn't be owned by a single person who can control what's on it and what's not. It's blatantly authoritarian. It's clearly dystopian. This is the thing that the My headphones turn themselves off if I don't play any actual audio. This is the thing that the right wing yells about. They scream bloody murder about the libs at MSNBC and how biased they are. But Elon Musk blatantly being biased on Twitter and promoting things that are his side, that's just fine. That's just common sense. That's normal. It's those people who disagree with us that are being political. It's those people who disagree with us that are being biased. I've had the quote they would eat shit knowing a liberal would have to smell their breath. Yeah, and that is true. They would. Yeah, same as the pigs flying. They'd love for pigs to fly if sometimes a liberal got shit on. Doesn't matter if they get shit on 10 times as much. Doesn't matter. Just spite is all they've got left. So let's keep reading. This one. No other leader of a social media firm has been as willing to tip their political scales towards authoritarian leaders around the world. Not just towards Trump, but towards Javier Milei, who is a dictator, well, the president of Argentina, but he's Captain ANCAP and he's ruining the entire country right now. Bolsonaro of Brazil, who is anti-COVID 4 fucking times because he wouldn't fucking lock down to wear a mask. And Modi of India, who is being a bit authoritarian right now. Some of this helps Musk's business interest. In India, he has secured lower import tariffs for Tesla vehicles. Musk has slammed Biden for his decisions on electrical vehicle promotions and subsidies, most of which have favored unionization of U.S. auto manufacturers. Musk and his Tesla are viciously anti-union. Right, because Joe Biden has completely ruined this Israel thing, but he was actually making good choices on unionization and for labor and workers before that. Let's see. But something deeper is going on. Musk, Thiel, Murdoch, and their cronies are backing a movement against democracy. Peter Thiel, the billionaire tech financier, has written, I no longer believe that freedom and democracy are compatible. If freedom is not compatible with democracy, what is it compatible with? Thiel donated $15 million to J.D. Vance. This is why I call J.D. Vance a huge piece of shit who just works for Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel gave him a bunch of money. Now he's elected. Now he does what Thiel tells him. It's blatant, obvious bribery, but we don't care, and it's totally allowed, and it's fine. What could possibly be wrong? Waldo's just a jackass for pointing out that you could just buy Senate members. Thiel has also donated at least $10 million to the Arizona Republican primary race. Billionaire money is now gushing into the 24 race. Just 50 families have already injected $600 million in the 24 election cycle. It's going to get most of it is going to the Trump Republican Party. Exactly. They're just going to pay for him to run, and he's going to steal that money and pay off his legal bills and his legal fines and all that fun stuff so that he can continue to run for president. And I'm the one with derangement syndrome, man. Like, fucking come on. Oh yeah, Trump recently solicited a group of top oil executives to raise $1 billion for his campaign, promising that if elected, he would immediately reverse dozens of environmental rules and green energy policies adopted by President Biden. So hey, you know that global warming, that climate change thing you've been worried about? Well, fuck you. Donald Trump needs $1 billion from oil producers. That's what he needs. He needs $1 billion, and he needs it from the oil companies, and he's going to get it from them by promising to get rid of environmental rules. And what's that do to the climate? Well, fuck you. Get lost. Get wrecked. You just need to live in this real world where Donald Trump needs $1 billion and promises them to get it. Is that not kind of a form of bribery? I think it is. If you were just telling them what he would do and asking for them to vote, I don't think it's bribery. That's politics. But he's asking for money that he can have and spend on himself and his legal bills, which I think is kind of crooked. Let's see. A larger goal of these American oligarchs is to roll back democracy. When asked if he was becoming more political, Musk admitted, if you consider fighting the woke mind virus, which I consider to be a civilizational threat, to be political, then yes, woke mind virus is communism rebranded. No, woke is not a mind virus, and it's not communism rebranded. You absolute cretin. Former generation of wealthy American conservatives backed candidates like Barry Goldwater because they wanted to conserve American institutions. So this guy is suggesting that, hey, you're not conserving anything, Elon. You're making things more authoritarian, not conserving what was happening in the past. Barry Goldwater wanted to drive the clock backwards. Barry Goldwater wanted to turn the clock backwards, turn those calendars backward. That is because he was conserving what was. Elon Musk and Peter Thiel are not conserving what was. They're blazing a new path towards fascism, and they're totally on board with it because they will benefit from it. Musk, Thiel, Murdoch, and other billionaires now backing the anti-democracy movement don't want to conserve much of anything, at least not anything that occurred after the 1920s. The 1920s, blah, 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 capitalist democracy, yeah. If America learned anything from the first Gilded Age and the fascism that grew like a cancer in the 1930s, it should have been that gross inequalities of income and wealth fuel gross inequalities of political power. As Musk, Thiel, and other billionaires are now putting on full display, inequalities of power in turn generate strongmen who both destroy democracy and freedom. They are going to pay for Donald Trump to run. He will destroy your democracy and he will take your freedom away. And he was paid to do so. Under fascist strongmen, no one is safe, not even the oligarchs. And he will turn on them. If we want to guard what is left of our freedom, we must meet the anti-democracy movement head on with a bold pro-democracy movement that protects the institutions of self-government from oligarchs like Musk and Thiel and neo-fascists like Trump. Those guys are going to pay billions of dollars so that Donald Trump can run, so that they can make 1% more from his policies. It's just a simple math problem for them. They don't care about you. They don't care about your life. They don't care about the situation you're in. They don't care about your housing. They don't care about how much you have to pay. They don't care about your avocado toast. They don't care about your job or the unemployment numbers. They need their percentage. Okay? And they get a higher percentage when Donald Trump wins. They get a lower percentage if Joe Biden wins. So they find out the difference. There's a difference. The higher percentage of Donald Trump or the lower percentage of Joe Biden. They find out how much money that is. They then give 99% of that to Donald Trump. It's just money, dollars and cents. They just count it all up. They know how much they're going to make. They give it to him so that they can continue making it for as much as possible, for as long as possible. Because they don't care about the country. They don't care about any of the people in it. They don't care about their workers. They don't care about the state they're in. They don't care about states' rights. They don't give a shit. Peter Thiel does not give a flying fuck about states' rights or not states' rights. He doesn't care which one gets him paid. The states' rights in Alabama to block an abortion bill get him paid? Then that's what he's on board for. Does anti-states' rights for the same situation in Florida get him paid? Then that's what he's on board for. Doesn't matter. And that is the direction capitalism will always go. Capitalism will always drive you that direction. Always, always, always. Even if you roll it back by a generation, if we rolled back some stuff, if we got a crazy Bernie type person in charge of the government, after a few years, it would go back to this capitalism poison again and again. It's a tide you have to fight all the time. It's a bad analogy. It is a fight you have to fight all the time. It's a war you cannot end. It's a war that will never end. So you have to keep fighting against capital overreach, capitalist overreach. Okay, so I don't like those guys. How about something funny, something silly? How about a silly thing? Um, Eric Trump just suggested they're going to win the case because they're white. Uh, this one made me laugh. Let's hear it. Let's watch it.
New York, millions and millions and millions of dollars. And New York deserves so much better than this. And I cannot wait for the day that we win. We will. We're right. The entire country knows that this is nonsense. And we will. We're right. The entire country knows that this is nonsense. They don't buy it. Apologies.
We'll win. We will. We're white. So that was fun. That one made me laugh. I know he's just misspeaking. He meant to say we will. We are right. Even though I can't even do. We're right. We're white. Uh, he's gonna win because he's white. Obviously. Have you ever been in a courtroom before? He's the white guy. But Donald Trump's orange. There's very little. There's a lot of evidence that white people get lesser sentences and stuff like that, and black people get increased sentences. But nobody's ever put an orange person in a courtroom before, so we don't know what that's going to do. How that statistically skews the numbers. Statistically more likely being white. Yeah. Uh, so that was a silly one. And then I've got another silly one right here. Another silly fun one. Here we go. Um, okay. Sit down for this. You're going to want to, this is going to blow your mind, you guys. Listen. This is very important, and it is a nightmare scenario. Joe Brandon has gone to visit at the home of one of the witnesses for his son's trial. His son Hunter is going to be on trial, and one of the people that's going to be on the stand has just been visited by Joe Biden, and it's Unbelievable. Why would he do such a thing? He's just going to see the person that's going to be a witness for his son's trial. Clearly, he's there to intimidate them, and it's terrible. And Jesse Waters is on the case, you guys. He is here to make sure that you know that he should not be allowed to go and see this person.
He's going over and talking alone in the dark to the star witness of his son's felony gun trial.
Oh my God, you guys. He's talking alone to the witness in his son's felony gun trial. Who is the witness? It's his daughter-in-law. You fucking idiot. Jesse Waters. Literally, it's his dead son's wife. He's known her for decades. He can talk to her anytime he wants. He has her phone number. She has his grandchildren. Maybe he should attack it from that angle. This lady has the president's grandchildren. Has she kidnapped them? She has his grandchildren. You're allowed to talk to people. You're allowed to talk to people. But he builds it up in such a crazy way.
He thinks he can get away with that?
He thinks he can get away with talking to witnesses in a trial who gave birth to his grandchildren?
Hey, Jesse, yeah, the optics are very poor. Peter Ducey,
No, they're not. You're just stupid.
spot on to ask the question. I think, in this case, yes, it is 3 days before the passing of his son, Beau Biden, the 9th anniversary. So, I understand that.
Oh, so it has
I will
something
give them
to
the
do
benefit of the doubt on that. But I think you make an interesting
with her dead husband and his dead son, who is the same person. This is the optics are very poor because you're saying it's poor. Yeah, exactly. The optics of this are very poor. Well, the optics of Jesse Waters are very poor, and the optics are very poor of him. He's my favorite idiot. He really is. He's my favorite idiot because he doesn't. It doesn't matter. The accusation is all that matters. The accusation is all that matters. He leaves out the important detail that he's going to visit his daughter-in-law on the anniversary of her husband, his son, dying, and he equates it to political witness tampering. He's equating it to witness tampering. He has her phone number. He has known her for decades. If he was going to tamper with that witness, he could have done it anytime he wants. Literally anytime he wants. That's how witnesses work. He could have talked to her anytime he wants. It's not nefarious unless you make it nefarious. I think. Well, I mean, Jesse Waters is a nefarious one here. I mean, how did he know? How did he know if he's not watching these people? How did he know if Joe Biden didn't tell him? I think Joe Biden called him, called up Jesse Waters, told him where he was going. Jesse Waters, why the optics of this are terrible? Why would you know where Joe Biden's going? Are you a terrorist? Are you keeping track of him? The optics of this are terrible. It's crazy. It's silly. It's ridiculous. And everything that a Dem does is prosecuted. He goes to visit his daughter-in-law, mother of his grandchildren, and it's a fucking trial. And he needs to be held responsible. Donald Trump tries to get his kids on the witness stand and tells you that the judge wouldn't allow his kids on the witness stand, and it's not true. But that's covered, and Jesse Waters is very upset about that. Hey, the judge wouldn't allow his kids on the witness stand. Well, he would. The defense didn't ask for them to be on there. The defense didn't want them there. Every lie that Donald Trump says, he reports as if it's true, and every true thing that that Biden does, he represents as nefarious and evil. You can't get any more comically silly and ridiculous than that, honestly. All right. So, what are we doing? We are going. I just got an ad, so I can't press the ad button again. I'm going to close this off. Boop, boop, doop. Close. Get out of here. I'm going to turn the Lady Canooch back on. Lovely Lady Canooch. Where are you? You are here. And then a button to flip. Lovely Lady Canuch is back on. You should be able to hear her speak now.
Canuch.
There she is. Thank you. Welcome back, Canuch. I'm going to go grab a drink, and then we are going to play the last spell again. It was very fun last time. Had a good time. Hope you had a good time too. So I'm going to get that started up right now. Where is the Steam button? There's the Steam button. Load up Steam. Ready to go Steam. Ready to go Steam. What are you doing to me? I said minimize OBS. OBS isn't listening. There it is. Steam. Go. What are you doing to me? Okay. Steam's loading. I'm going to go grab a drink. Why are you closed, Steam? Good Lord. All right. Double click on Steam again. I'm going to go grab a drink. I'll be back. And then we will play a game. But I can still hear Canuch. These are wireless headphones. And I can talk to you the whole time, even though I'm not in front of the camera. It is a super magical thing. It's way too loud. Lord have mercy. What are you doing to me, Steam? What is that? All right. Let's try again. Big picture. Why the hell would I ever want it in big picture mode, Steam? What was wrong with you? No one ever wants big picture mode. Like ever, Steam. Ever. Listen to me. Steam. Steam.
Blown eardrums, thanks for that.
Steam. No one wants big picture mode. No one has ever wanted big picture mode. I don't know how to get it out of there. I hate you, Steam. I can't believe you would do this to me. What are you doing to me, Steam? Good Lord. Okay, I'm gonna go get a beer. I need a drink. Sorry, I blew your eardrums out. Shouldn't say though. Sorry. It was an accident. I forgot to turn the volume down. I still haven't figured out audio on OBS. Like it, when all the audio signals that I have on my computer come through one setting in OBS, and I can't figure out how to separate them out. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And so what happens is I've got all of them coming through the same one, but they all need different levels. Canuch needs to be at about plus 25, but the Twitter videos need to be way higher. So I turn it up when they turn on. Get on there, can opener. I lost my favorite bottle opener, and now I'm using the can opener. It doesn't work very well. There it is. Okay. All right, now I have to figure out how to turn off big picture mode. No one has ever wanted big picture mode, Steam. No one. No one's ever wanted this. No one's ever asked for that. How do I close this thing?
Joke's on you, it's a twist off.
No, it really isn't. It's a IPA. Okay, please leave. Exit big picture mode. Good God. No one has ever wanted that. Why would you do this to me? Steam worked so hard on big picture mode that every once in a while they like force it on you. Ooh, what's that? Is that 9 souls? I didn't know that came out. 9 souls. I have to get that one next. Library, here we go. Last spell. And last spell is up and running. Here we go. Turn this light down a little bit. There we go. And have a drink. There we go. So if you're watching, hop into chat, give us your political hot takes. You can do that in Twitch or on Kick. The lovely Lady Canuch will read it out loud to you. She won't read your stuff on YouTube because I don't know how to make it do that. I tried and it failed every time. Hop into the Discord to send links and chat and tell me what to talk about on any given day, and argue with everybody else politically in there. It's very fun. And we've got the game started. So we're going to go here. We're going to switch to there. I'm going to turn off window capture and turn on game capture. Boop. It should finger flick. Ready to go. Yeah, there we go. The finger flick worked, but it went to a black screen. So what the heck? Why? Did my resolution change? Yeah, my resolution changed again. Display 1920 by 1080. Wait, that's where it belongs. There we go. All right. I think that looks right. Yeah, there we go. Got it. Okay. Now we took some hits on the last run. And we bought a 4th character. Then we've got to equip our new gear. No, I don't have any new gear. I did equip it. Arundarina. That's a hell of a name.
HII.
Bisky, hi, how you doing? Welcome in. Come on in. We're going to play some games, drink some beer, and talk
I am
politics.
Bisky, and I am here for the politics tag.
Oh, good. Hit us with your hot take.
And I am excited for the election.
Oh, good. It is going to be a wild, wild ride. I just finished talking about De Niro and all the deliberations that were happening today. So hit us with your hot take.
My hot take is I like Barron Trump.
You like Barron Trump. Well, he is a tall boy. I've never heard him speak or take a side in a political thing, but maybe he has. That is a hot take that I am not familiar with.
He's 67 and has a nice smile.
Yeah, and that matters a lot in politics. It really does.
But I don't like Trump DW.
Yeah, that makes sense. He is...
Well, it matters to me when I am SIMPING.
As long as you know you're doing it. Blade Rush Melee. Targets 3, limit 2 per turn. Why can't I do this one? Anyway, we'll just stab some people. Yeah, as long as you know you're doing it. That sounds good to me. Come on, did I miss again? So, however...
I can't wait to see the fight.
Yeah, it is going to be a bit of a mess. It's going to be all over the place. There's going to be...
My family is so excited to see Trump.
Yeah, I know a few people that are like that. And there's some people in my chat that come by and tell me how Trump is going to win and stuff like that. So that's fun. And he might. I mean, I'm not saying it's not completely decided, but there is a chance that Trump wins. It's going to be awful, and I'm going to hate every minute of it, but it's possible.
If they go to a rally, I might go with them. Girl, LLLLLLLLL for a sneak peek of Barron.
Creeping up on him? Yeah, he's 18. You're allowed to do that now. Yeah, he is. He's a Baron now. I mean,
LMAO. Like why does everyone say that?
Well, he's 18. You can talk about him now. When he's 17, it's illegal and sussy to simp on him at that point. My guy's a hell of a thing, isn't he?
Do people forget that some people are underage too, lol?
Oh, you are underage too, so you're allowed. Okay, that's fine. I forget. I do forget that underage people exist.
I am 20-3.
Okay. Yeah, I'm old, so I forget that not everyone is as old as me. It's a thing that happens to old people, is they forget that everyone isn't as old as them. I used
But
to.
me and Baron would be the cutest couple of all time.
If you get a photo, toss it into my
Some
Discord.
are not underage and make it weird.
If you get a photo, toss it into my Discord, and we'll put it up on the stream. Who's got an action point? You've got an action point. I don't know why I
It's
can't use
okay
this
to
skill.
be in love with someone 2 years younger, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's fine. You're not being creepy. You're fine. But most of the people who, and I'll suggest it to you this way, that a lot of the people on Fox News are adults who talk about how great and delicious and beautiful Baron is. 50-year-old women on Fox News talking about how handsome he is. It's a little weird.
Bro, what?
That's what the 50-year-old ladies on Fox News talk about. And that's weird. Well, can she only move once? That's so weird. What is that? I don't understand how this character works.
And that's where it gets weird.
Yeah.
I mean, they can say he is cute like a kid, but not simp over him, girl, LLLL.
Yeah. I agree. I can't figure out how this character works.
If a guy did that. Cancelled.
Yeah, it sounds fine to me. So, who do you think is going to win? And have you been watching the trial?
I hate to say it, mate, but I think Trump is gonna win.
He might.
My family is rooting for him.
Mm-hmm. There is a chance that he does.
I am not, but he is sorta entertaining.
Well, it's because he's a clown. I mean that quite literally. He is actually a clown. He has a painted face and crazy hair, and his clothes don't fit. He stands on the stage telling jokes and getting the crowd to cheer.
And I will get on my knees for his son.
And so, I mean, he's an entertainer, you know? So, he's got that.
Did you know that Trump is blonde?
Is that what that color is? It's highly unnatural, whatever it is. Highly unnatural. Whatever the doing to his hair, it is not of this world.
I figured it out cause Baron has dirty blonde sorta hair, and I was like, where did the blonde come from? So I searched up Trump and found out he had blue eyes too.
Yeah. Back in the day, he was, much more normal looking back in the day. The woman I bought, that character I bought and paid for at the inn, is already dead. The hell?
He has always been clapped dough.
Clapped? Let's see. gonna use the mana pot. I just need more kills.
Who wants to go with me to the rally?
Where is it gonna be? I don't want to go to the rally, but I'll watch it.
IDK wherever Trump puts it, lol.
Was he got any scheduled? All of them are going to be in New York for the next couple of weeks, or the next week, I suspect, because he'll be there for the trial and all that fun stuff.
OMG, I am going.
Yeah, he's in New York, and so he ran that one in the Bronx not too long ago, and will probably run some more in the Bronx. I'm gonna lose on the side because the sword girl died immediately, and I don't know how her skills work, and you didn't give me any time to practice with them. All right.
I will convince my mom to go, saying that I am a Trump fan, but I won't tell her the real reason. Also, we get to go on a long drive.
Yeah, so you'll take the nice long drive to New York.
Long haul simping. It ain't simping if it ain't simping.
Well, have a good time. Let us know how it goes.
Lol.
Have you considered creating any fanfic style literary erotica? I mean, just saying. Plenty of fanfic erotica. You could toss that in there.
I already made one.
He made one. All right. I wasn't sure if that bro was that was uncalled for, or bro, I'm way ahead of you. You're way ahead of me. Glad to hear it. Damn. I might lose this round.
It is about our forbidden love. We are on opposing sides of the political spectrum, but we fall in love. Trump does everything to keep us apart, but we prevail at the end.
Okay, so Trump is trying to keep you apart? Okay. But kind of a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing, the two opposing sides. Your family's against it and his family's against it. So
Yeah, because Trump hates me because I am the daughter of the liberals.
exactly, there you go. Now you're daughter of okay, I gotcha. Okay, so it's a real Romeo and Juliet kind of thing.
And I hate Barron at first, but then I see his eyes and I give up.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but without the dying.
No, you have to die at the end. I'm sorry, but that's what makes Romeo and Juliet the timeless classic that it is.
Girl LLL what?
That's the important bit. Is that they were willing to go to that extreme and drink the poison and stab yourself in the chest and all that fun stuff. That's what makes it tragic.
I end up falling off my ladder by the way Baron carries me.
There you see, now you mix it up a little bit. If you're just doing poison and stab in the heart, well then that's been done, obviously. So you think you fall off a ladder? You need the ladder to reach up to his lips. I think that's what it is. You have to climb the ladder to get up to his lips, and then he accidentally knocks you off.
Also, it is cute cause he is 67 and then I am 50.
Right. And so he has to help you out with the ladder.
OMG, how
like
the
that.
heck did you figure that out?
Well, what else would you do with the ladder? I write stories, not those kind of
I
stories.
wrote
but,
that. LMAO.
Well, you mentioned ladder, so I was thinking, well, how would you? Why would there even be a ladder in the story? And that makes sense. That's a good reason for the ladder to be in the story.
But before we kiss, the ladder breaks and then Trump finds out I am in his room and freaks out. He kicks me out and I am crying.
Okay, that makes sense. And then Baron is conflicted because he has to stay loyal to his father, but he really loves you and he doesn't know what to do. Yeah, I could see that. And then you get a whole soliloquy from him about how he's tore up inside, doesn't know who to choose, his family or his love. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I'd buy that for $1.
A whole monologue lol.
Right.
And then his mom hate me too.
Oh, does she? But for different reasons or for the same reason? I don't know. His mom doesn't seem all that political to me. She just doesn't seem that political to me. That's all. Do you want to work in the conspiracy theory about him? Have you heard the conspiracy theory about him?
For stealing her son.
Oh, okay.
Melania is very protective of Baron, so she thinks I have bad intentions.
Oh, okay. You're just doing it for the clout. You're a money grubbing. Ooh, what if you were? I don't know if you are poor in real life, but what if you were poor in this story, and she just thinks you're a gold digger? How to get that?
I am
trust
in
fund.
love for real.
What if she just thinks you're a gold digger? She could take that angle.
For the truth gods, I donate truth.
For the
Nah,
truth.
I am just middle class in the story. Bad intentions wink.
Okay, yeah. Kissing Gonzo for the truth. Gods, I donate truth. Okay.
At Shinsinto mate, chill out girl. I write the story.
Well, I like what we're doing here. This is a collaborative. Well, I know you're writing all the story and stuff like that, but I love bouncing things off of people as well. When I write D&D campaigns, I bounce it off of people as well. It's coming together, though. I think you got a winner here. You have a catchy title for it yet? What am I thinking? You got to work the word Baron right into it, because Baron is a title for nobility. You got to work that into the title somehow.
And then I wear 5-inch heels to be around the same height as Baron, but I fail and I am still short.
Twist an ankle. That could. You get that little bit of embarrassment that most rom-coms have, you know.
And then he catches me LMAO.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
And then Trump gets more pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
I have a title but no story title. Humans the other copy.
That's just the title, Gonzo? That's all you got is the title? Well, I mean,
LMAO what?
work out the title before you write the story, I suppose. That's one way to go.
It's a work in progress.
Oh, okay, good. That's cool, Gonzo. But Bisky, what I'm thinking is you got to work the word baron into the title. So I'm thinking like a queen and baron, but queen sounds gay. A queen for baron. I don't know. We can workshop it.
Title Baron's Queen.
Baron's Queen, something along those lines. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because the name Baron already implies regality and
Baron's first love.
Well, that's kind of plain. I think you're not playing up on the royalty factor there.
Baroness Island, the adventure on the other side. Rewrite the stars.
Rewrite the stars?
LMAO what?
Baroness Island, the adventure on the other... I don't know what you're on about, Gonzo. Baron and Baroness, maybe? I don't know. I don't think that works out very well. I mean, yeah, the Baroness is the Baron's
Baron
wife.
Trump, I feel some type of way at 3 a.m. about you. Joining the Trump family. That too on the nose. That could be interesting.
Who's the Tybalt in this story? The one who's you need a triangle. You need another person either interested in you or interested in him to make the love triangle, you know? So far we've only heard about you and him. Who's the rival?
I am going to make someone interesting in me to make him sorta jealous.
There you go. See, so we have to have that triangle. Yeah, we have to have that third person. Someone who's actually interested, or is it a fake interest that you've put together to convince him?
All men are created unequal. Baron Harkonnen.
Different kind of Baron, but I get what you're going for. Okay, can this guy handle all of them by himself?
Nah, he is actually interested. It could be one of his servants or something.
There you go. Okay. Ooh, but what if that's the first person you go on the date with?
You
Follow
don't
me.
know him. He's Canadian.
Follow me. You go out on a date with somebody who you don't know works for Baron. Then you follow him to work, and then you accidentally bump into Baron, and then he falls for you, and then you're like, okay, well, I'm done with this date. Can we go on a new one with Baron? Yeah, maybe. Like you. It's a whole thing.
Or it can be like I hate Baron, but during the debate I run into his servant person and end up liking him. We hang out and Baron notices and gets jealous when I show up at his house.
There you go. Okay.
IDK. WTF is this man?
Okay, fine.
And then Baron gets mad and ruins our date.
Mm-hmm. So now you need a setting. Where is the date? How does he ruin it? But you don't want him to ruin it too hard because you don't want the audience to think that he's a terrible person. Because you want them to come around to him.
The date can be at a beach.
Okay.
Baron might not ruin it per se, but he can call the guy and be like, I need you to do this right now.
Ah, okay. So he's not doing an evil prank that would cause you to hate him. He's just saying, hey, I need you to come to work right now. As per your contract, you have to do this bit of work right now. Yeah.
But then I see Baron with a girl and I get mad.
Yeah, some actual gold digger.
OHHHHHHH.
Oh, and she talks to you in the dressing room about how she's totally going to go out with Baron and become his wife and do a bunch of chain migration from her Slovakian family.
But then Trump and Melania like her because she seems very innocent.
Right, and she's probably...
Bare knuckle cage fight for him.
Good call. I like that. I'm downstairs grabbing another beer.
I'm a
coher. I'm going to suggest you work the conspiracy theory
Here's
in
a
there.
sneak peek to my fanfic. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Trump walks out of the room. He won the election. You are so angry about the whole thing. But your blood boils even more when you see him, Baron Trump, and his stupid smirk he looks. Directly.
Says, I won, you lost. You look away in tears. He could be... How could he have won? You see Baron staring at you from the corner of your eye. You walk away. You enter the room and cry by the fireplace. You hear footsteps coming close to you. Are you?
Okay, you look up and see that stupid boy again, just here to rub it in my face. Baron gets down to your level. No, I am here to ask if you are okay. You never noticed it before, but his eyes were.
And his smile was bright. No, there's no way you're falling in love. With Baron Trump? You already did.
Did it just get hot in here? I am not joking. I actually wrote one lol.
That's fine. That's cool. Do you know the conspiracy theory about him? I'm entirely sure it's not
That
true.
Shinsinto girl, he is mine. Get your own mons.
Shinsito just wants to read it. But there is that conspiracy theory about him.
What is Ori?
What is the theory? That he's not Trump's son. He's Trump's grandson. Trump has a daughter named Ivanka, right? Yeah, Ivanka. And when she was 18,
I
she
just like spicy stories.
accidentally got knocked up, went away for a few months, then to a secluded place, had a baby. It was barren. She brought the baby back, and they said that it was Melania's. Now,
No way lol, but Barron doesn't really look lol Trump.
well, he looks exactly like Trump. He looks like him. Like he could be. He's definitely his son or his grandson. But that is the conspiracy theory. I don't think it's true, but that was a conspiracy theory that was going around for a few years. And maybe throw that in there. Make some that's drama, right? Throw that in there. Maybe you ask him, hey, is this hey, I read this crazy conspiracy theory about you, and then he gets really mad at you. Makes for some drama.
LMAO what well there is a theory going around that he is autistic and that's why he hasn't been seen much. I actually believe that one.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me either. Or maybe he's got a funny voice. I've never heard him speak. I've never heard him say a single word. But I honestly don't go looking for him. So it's not a thing
Not
that I've
his
ever
voice.
looked for.
I saw it on TikTok.
Okay, there you go. See, that's not a thing that I would have gone looking for. So it could be entirely normal, and I just never noticed.
There is a TikTok community for him 3.
Okay. My temple's gonna burn down.
I think he is just insecure about the fact that his dad is orange.
I know. When is Baron gonna turn orange someday? Maybe he's worried about that. Maybe it's like male pattern baldness. You know, maybe he's just concerned that he's gonna turn orange one day.
LMAO, oh nah, he is too attractive to be orange. No offense, orange people.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, we're not racist towards orange people here. We judge you based on your actions. My archer's about to die. Those sons of bitches just do
Where
not
my
die.
jaundice crew at yellow represents.
Dude, those armored boy. How do I break armor better? Like, it's gonna take all my attacks just to break his armor, and this is still not gonna be enough.
I have to say that Ivanka is pretty dope.
Well, I mean, she was a model before she married Trump, so yeah, it's a thing.
Dang it, I was gonna send a link of Baron smiling.
I suppose you could do that in the Discord.
Ivanka is his daughter.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I forget who Ivana, Ivanka, and Melania. I goofed their names up. You're right. Ivanka is a nice-looking lady.
But Baron. How did Eric and Trump Jr. become so clapped?
Well, they have different moms, don't they? I'm pretty sure they do. Have different mothers.
Oh wait, they do lol.
Yeah, there you go.
Melania is super pretty, but she wouldn't like me.
Ooh, what if that other girl that was going out with Baron in your story actually does something sussy and like steals some money and seems like a gold digger, but Melania thinks that it was you that took the money? Creating more drama?
Elmau, she would kill me.
Exactly. Very upset with you, blames you for the stealing of whatever it was.
I look at Baron straight in the eyes and be like, girl, I would never do that, you have to believe me.
There you go, yeah, see?
I love you for your face, I mean personality.
It's not about the money. It's never been about the money.
I am just shallow lol.
Trust me, it's only physical. It's never been about your money.
But what if Baron ends up liking the girl? I would be sad then.
I mean, it's your story. You would be sad that, yeah, Milani's mad at you because she thinks you are the gold digger, and then you're going to have to come up, well, you're going to have to come up with a convoluted scheme to prove the other girl is the gold digger, not you.
That's where the cage fight comes in.
Well, maybe cage fight, or maybe, I don't know, some sort of convoluted scheme where you trick her into posting a TikTok that proves that she's the one that did the crime.
But Trump hates me already, so then he will force me to prove that I love his son.
Yeah, something like that.
Or maybe Trump hits on me, LMAO.
He does seem the type. You're going to have to make sure he doesn't grab you by the pussy. You know, that is a thing that he might do. He's been known to do that.
Ew. Jesus.
Well, he said it, not me.
I know, but then Baron is like, WTFFFFFFFFF, dad, she is mine, and yeah.
Yeah, ooh, then you gotta...
Imagine your dad trying to steal yo girl.
And he would have to kind of step up to him, yeah? Put himself in between you and him. Imagine the drama.
Also, I reject Trump, obviously.
Right, yeah, for sure.
But then one day we accidentally end up on the same elevator as each other and it gets stuck.
Now there's an angle I didn't think about, being stuck in an elevator with Donald Trump. I think that's a different story. That changes
Trump,
genre.
WTF.
Oh, okay. With Barron, okay. Uh,
LMAO.
that that changed genres so
OMG,
quick.
full panic, you gonna survive the night.
Absolutely not. No, I'm not losing this one. I'm not winning this one. I'm gonna lose. But we're writing Trump and Barron fan fiction right now, so get down on that, Malcidian. Bisky is pushing her fan theories on or her fanfics about Barron Trump, and it's a good time. So you're trapped in an elevator with Barron Trump. Okay, I got you. I thought you meant Donald Trump. That is a completely different genre. Completely. All of a sudden, it changes into like a Lifetime network movie.
I think me and Barron would slowly talk and then maybe I end up sleeping on his shoulder.
There you go. And then while you're sleeping on his shoulder, he watches the TikTok that proves you
But
didn't
Barron
steal
is
from
wearing
him.
a suit.
Right. He always is, obviously. And then he watches the TikTok that proves that you didn't steal from him and the other girl did. So he comes around and he's like, "Oh, you weren't the gold digger."
And then I am wearing a dress.
Okay.
But we are matching somehow, and then when the elevator opens everyone calls us a cute chuole. Couple.
Oh, cute couple. Okay.
WTF is a chuole.
And we lose, right?
But then Barron denies he likes me and tells everyone we are just friends.
Oh, ouch.
And the elevator music swells while the onlookers form up into an impromptu dance number.
Oh, my mage died. Great.
Or maybe the elevator starts malfunctioning and playing romantic songs the whole night.
There you go. It's
Yes, we are in there the whole night.
yeah. There's a political rally going on, and because the political rally is happening, there's reduced staff at the Trump Tower. Yeah. The mechanics can't get there because they're working on building the
OMG,
stage.
it could be the rally with both of our dads.
Yeah, exactly. It's like debate night or something like that. And all of the people who could fix that
And
elevator.
then we get stuck before the rally. LMAO.
And all the people who could fix the elevator are at the rally, working on the sound equipment and setting up a stage and all that fun stuff. And they just can't spare the people because the rally has to go on.
Yeah, and they are Trump fans.
Right. And we lose. Saw that one coming. Malcidian, I got a sword person, and they didn't do anything. They were worthless. I bought a sword lady from the inn. Don't cancel me.
But then Barron lays down and sleeps.
And her moves didn't hit anything. I couldn't do the moves half the time.
Swords are legit AF.
She couldn't hit anything. There was she was standing in front of a zombie, and I clicked on the zombie, and it was like, you can't move there. There's some trick to zapping around with swords or something like that I didn't know about. And when I finally got it to work, she zapped through a zombie into a swarm of zombies, and on the next turn they hit her and she died. Yeah. Yeah, this Arolanda.
Then I sleep on his chest.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets really cold at night.
Well, it's an elevator in a building. It probably wouldn't get that cold. But it is November, so maybe.
Okay, but for the plot.
It's a little too cold. Bliss, a new defense can be built. Now, I need that. That's what I need.
Then we get closer together to conserve body heat. Guess how much a 67 guy weighs? Whoever is closer wins. Swords use the momentum mechanic. Plan out your route, then slash and dash through a swath of enemies before returning to a defensible position.
I see. Okay. Well, I was literally standing right in front of them, and then it didn't work. How much does a 6'7" guy weigh? He's 18. He's 6'7". He's probably 215. Because he's skinny. I'm only 6'3" and I'm 220, but it's because I have a beer gut.
215. Jesus.
7 inches is a lot of bones. It's a lot of leg bone. You know what I
My
mean?
mom's packing. No, wait.
If he's skinny and 6'7",
Delete
yeah,
that comment.
215. Okay. We're gonna go to Gildenberg to try again. Can we customize our omens? Yeah, we can buy new ones, right?
I meant he is very strong anyway. I am not even 100 pounds.
Oh, okay. We're gonna start Gildenberg number 2. Trying again. I'll build the inn sooner this time.
What is your guess at Shinsinto?
Yeah, anybody guess how much Baron Trump weighs? It's important for world building. Alright. Well, coming from there. What have we got? We've got characters. Level 1.
220.
Yeah, 220. Yeah, see, I couldn't have been that far off, I don't think. See on the next person. City stash perks. You are a wand with no thing on the side.
Google says it's 170.
Oh, 170. Bruh. Okay. All right. All right.
No way. How is he living?
I think 170 is a little low. That's just my guess. Oh, Google says you Googled how much does he weigh? 170. No. His father also lies about his weight, so. Hammer and board. Okay, good. For Fleur and Florian. Can I have Fleur and Florian together? No. We change his name.
I am 64 and at my best I've had trouble going below 200.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
ROFL, yeah, his father is in perfect health and can bench 300 pounds.
You can't trust what they're saying.
Google says a guy should tween 198,242 pounds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, a guy that height should be between 198 and 242. That makes sense. And that's why I was guessing 215. I bet the 170 it's either because he's a stick figure or they're just exaggerating or making stuff up on the internet.
Screw Trump and his Oompa Loompa orange skibbity.
What does this guy got? A wooden hand crossbow. Okay, if you say so. That's Sword of Damocles, magic missile. I understand. Great. What does the hand thing do? Slow death. Poison damage.
Guys, I am
Blaze.
actually okay in weight too.
Well, I mean, if you're supposed to weigh 100 pounds, then weigh 100 pounds. That's cool.
Mine is 90,110 pounds.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
What is your height, Wah?
I mean, I'm like 6'3" and about 215, 220. Depends on how much I've had to drink. And I'm also old.
My best weight at 510 is 180. My current is like 220.
Mm-hmm.
'63 is 176,216 pounds.
Yeah, according to Google, yeah. Which means I'm slightly overweight, which is not a surprise. I got a belly. I don't think there's anything to do in this very beginning stage. Don't have any money, I can't spend anything.
$510 is 149,183 pounds. You're welcome, bois.
Let's try this poison thingy. Poisoned. Blazed. Ooh, nice.
Can you be 67 and be 170 pounds and be alive? I doubt it, honestly.
You would have to be incredibly skinny. I mean, that would be stick figure Skeletor, all bones, no muscle kind of thing there. I mean, I was like 170.
183 pounds was me in high school and taking weight training. That'd an unreasonably low weight for me to maintain, lol. No way, girl, he has to be at least 200 pounds.
That's what I'm thinking. He has to be at least 200 at 6'7". I was 6'3" in high school, and I was at like 170. But that was, I mean, that's 5 inches shorter than what you're talking about. And I was a swimmer, and I was very thin, very skinny. Damn it.
Guys, what is the lowest weight you have been in life last 5 years?
I've been like
Not when you were a baby, lol.
Lowest weight when he was born. Yeah. I think I was in the last 5 years. I mean, like 215. I haven't changed all that much.
Mine was 90 pounds.
After you get after you're into your 30s, you don't change all that much. You just stay the same forever. You get slowly worse. I've been bouncing between like
I
210 and
kinda wish I was taller.
220 forever.
Who's with me?
Well, everybody wants to be taller, right?
Not Baron lol.
Nah, if he gets, yeah, you're right. If he gets any taller, it becomes a logistical issue. He doesn't fit onto planes anymore and stuff like that. Has he get his cars special made like Shaq? Uh,
Wasn't one guy 7 feet?
well, I mean, Shaq is close to that, and he has to get like his cars specially made and stuff like that. Shaquille O'Neal loves like cars, but he has to get them specially tailored so that he can fit inside them. So he has to buy a car, send it to his personal specific mechanic or something like that, who then rearranges the seats and moves the pedals and cuts the rails out of the seats and then puts them in the right place at like the right measurement, and the seats don't shift up and back and forth anymore after he puts them in the right place. But he's got the measurements, and he's like a tailor, but for cars. I know too much about that. That's cool.
The world ain't made for short of tall peeps.
Well, it's not made for short people. It's not made for tall people either. Yeah, bang your head on things.
The best thing about being tall is that it is attractive, but being short. Huh.
Can be an issue. I mean, my wife's an entire foot shorter than I am.
Apparently you live longer.
No, I think the tall people don't live longer.
Don't knock being the little spoon. Nah, for short people.
Okay. I mean, my wife's a foot shorter than I am, and that works out.
I like being the big spoon.
The trouble is finding somebody
Where
smaller
are you,
than you.
Baron?
You couldn't big spoon Baron. You'd just be hugging his leg.
I will make it work, lol. Yes, I can believe.
You look like a child hugging mom's leg. You know when the kids ride on mom's leg and they wrap their arms and legs around her leg and then sit on her foot? That's what
Big
you'd be
spoon
doing.
is a mentality, lol. ROFL.
Out of action points? I'm out of action points. Okay. Gonna move back there.
But for real, anyone could be a big spoon. All you do is hug the person from behind. That's it, done.
Right, and I won't take that away from you. If you can dream it, you can be it.
Sometimes that's called being a backpack.
You look like Yoda.
That's a violation.
Like Yoda on Luke Skywalker's back. You're just backpacked around
I am not
Baron
3
Trump.
feet tall. Walk. Calm down. 5 feet is pretty tall, actually. Silence.
5 feet is pretty tall, actually, I say. Did you believe me?
My cousin is 13 and she is I am sad now.
She's 5'5". Yeah, that happens.
I hate being short, I always get called cute and not hot. Who else relates? My sister was a tower as a teen.
Yeah, yeah, kids are weird. I was like 5 foot tall until like, well, let's say like 10th grade or something like that, and I shot up like a whole foot or something like that. Yeah, I was short and I was average and maybe even a little below average until like 10th grade or something like that, and then I got like a foot taller all of a sudden out of nowhere. But then,
Okay girl, LLLL, where is my growth spurt?
I don't know, you might have passed it already. But I was also corn fed and drank a lot of milk.
Mission failed.
That bus may have left already. You may have missed the boat.
I literally only grew 3 inches in middle school, lol. That was my growth spurt, guys.
That was it? That's all you got? Well, then blame genetics. You can blame your mother.
My parents are taller than me. BRUHH. My brother is 59. I hate eugenetics.
Good call. Yeah, we all hate genetics.
I kinda wish I had blue eyes. Time to break out the Punnett squares and find out who the ancestral culprits are. They are kinda sick in life.
Yeah, yeah. All right, what time is it? It's 9 o'clock.
And then me and Baron could have blue children.
Okay, so there, I suppose.
Not blue children, I mean blue-eyed children. LMAO.
You got blue children. I mean, his father was orange. What could possibly happen? It could happen. I don't know. They're Navi, and they'd be 9 feet tall.
LMAO.
So I suppose that's your homework. Do one of those Punnett squares for you and Baron and find out what your children would look like. Good luck with that. Have fun. I appreciate you coming in. You made it a lot of fun tonight, Bisky. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's about time for me to knock off, though. It's 9 o'clock.
Bro, I would dominant all the squares.
All dominant genes all the time. Never a submissive gene around here. Okay, now we know that about you. That's good to know about you, I suppose.
I have brown eyes and black hair and stuff.
All right, so my name has been Waldo. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for bringing in all the politics. If you want to hop into the
Discord.
you can do so right there.
HTTPS Discord GG Beignet Tridix 8. I had fun. Good night.
If you would like to follow
Politics.
politics.
YouTube. HTTPS www.youtubecom at Walda Videos.
Go there and watch old videos and follow on the YouTube as well, because what I do is I turn these streams into shorter, condensed YouTube videos and things like that. So hop over there, give me a follow, and give me a thumbs up, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I will be back on Saturday. We might have a Trump trial update on Friday. I think we might. But I'll be back on Saturday to cover the latest stuff like that. And if you're paying attention, hit the follow, hit the thumbs up, hit the like, and all that fun stuff. And I will be back on Saturday. Thanks for coming. Have a good night. Good night.